or it isn't. You see the truth and needs no proof. Either it is or it isn't. And you know the truth by the way it feels.
What is up, my squad, my tribe members, my family? Hi, guys. Listen, this video is going to be quick. It's impromptu. Those of you who follow this channel, you guys know the Pour Honey on Me video was supposed to be here weeks ago, okay? But today I was outside. I had on my all yellow, my yellow blazer with this crop thing here and these yellow palazzos and these. Listen, I was looking like a bumblebee out there, and I thought about it. I was like, hold up. I need to give my squad members that Pour Honey on Me video. When I get back home, I'm going to give it to you guys. Now, listen, the original video we lost. It's gone forever, child. We can't get those clips back. So I want to share with you a few things. The sun is actually going down, so it's going to get really dark in this room. So I got about 9 minutes before I lose all light, okay? And we're not going back to the days of those big old ring lights that I had where I was looking completely gray and white. We're going to try to get this video out to you guys because I want you to have it. So hi, Tammy. Hi, my new subscribers. Hello, guys. I see all 20 of you guys. Hi. Okay, so look. I want to, before we really get into the Pour Honey on Me video, I want to start it off with the song that we just heard in the beginning. It's the song by India.Arie, okay? And it's called The Truth. If you don't know that song, darling, okay, please go visit the YouTube of India.Arie or visit those places where they show you the lyrics. You have to listen to that song. That song is the perfect example of pouring honey on each other, okay? And then I'll get into some personal anecdotes and all that. But the song, I'm going to go back. But it says here, let me turn the volume all the way down on the speakers that's behind that camera. So hold on a second, okay? So it says, The Truth by India.Arie. Oh, gosh, I love love. Call me a hopeless romantic. I am. I've always been called it. I have no trouble but being called a hopeless romantic, darling. None at all. But listen to this. The Truth by India.Arie. It says, let me tell you why I love him. Let me tell you why I love him, okay? Because he is the truth, and he is so real. And I love the way that it makes me feel. You guys know I can't sing, but I always sing, right? And if I am a reflection of him, then I must be fly, because his light, it shines so bright. I wouldn't lie. And then she says, I remember the very first time that I saw him. I found myself immediately intrigued by him. All right? She said, it's almost like I knew this man from another life, right? Like maybe I was his husband, maybe he was my wife. And it's something, look at me about to start singing, y'all. And even things I don't like about him is fine with me, because it's not hard for me to understand him, because he's so much like me. And it's truly a pleasure to share his company. She said, because God's gift is to breathe. Oh, yes, he breathes. Because he is the truth, and he is so real. Come on, y'all rock with me. And I love the way that he makes me feel. Come on, y'all. Because if I am a reflection of him, she says, right? And then I must be fly, because his light, it shines so bright, I wouldn't lie. Pouring honey on you. Hold on, we ain't done, y'all. I got a couple more minutes. Wait, listen. She says, the next lyric, did I pause it? Okay, yeah, it says, how can the same man that makes me so mad turn right around and kiss me so soft? If he ever left me, I wouldn't even be sad. She said, because there's a blessing in every lesson, and I'm glad that I know him at all. So let me not sing that, because you guys are going to be like Karima with the singing. Listen, the reason why I brought that song up before we talk about the honey that I'm talking about here in this video is that, and I said this a million times in my videos. Oh gosh, it's getting dark, guys. I said this a million times in my videos, is that every person that you come across, that you date, that you fall in love with, that you fall head over heels with, they're all a divine reflection of who you are. And is this song she's saying, if I am a reflection of him, then I must be fly, because his light, it shines so bright. So she's recognizing that the person that she's with, She's recognizing all of the goodness in him, all of the light, all of the honey about him. And that if he's that good, then gosh darn it, I must be even better. So she's recognizing that the light between in him, somebody doesn't want this video to get out, but it's gonna get out, okay? Anyway, what I was saying is that she's recognizing the light that they both have, okay? So I want you guys to understand that every person that you've ever dated, although there's probably some that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that, right? But every person is a reflection of where you were and who you were at the time that you guys connected, okay? Now we all change and we all evolve, but understand that every person that's in your life is a divine reflection of who you are. So if their light is bright, but gosh, Gargan, what do you think yours is? Yours have to be bright too, because you cannot attract something like that if you're not like that. Like attracts like, right? So I want you guys to digest that first as far as the honey part, and it's getting really dark in here, so let me hurry up. So the second part of the pour honey on me is that you deserve some sweetness in your life, darling. I don't care how difficult life has been for you. I don't care what environment you come from. I don't care how bad things are. I want you to do me a favor and take a moment to go to where the things are beautiful. Even if it's a local park. If you can't afford a trip right now, go to some place where someone makes you feel good, where they can pour honey all over you, meaning they can give you the good news. They can share goodness with you, because what will happen, and what I know to happen, is when we pour honey on each other, when we can see light in one another, I know for a fact that that can shift things. That can shift things. I am telling you, that can shift things. So I want to give you some personal anecdotes, okay? Personal anecdotes. I'm going to share some of mine with you. Call me a hopeless romantic, because I absolutely am. I've been called that a million times. I don't mind. But there's nothing like being able to feel my mate coming home. We're not talking about text message. We're not talking about a location finder. We're talking about a spiritual connection. I can feel him coming home. I can feel him being at the next exit. I can feel his presence coming closer to me. Okay? I can feel his presence coming closer to me, so that I get giddy. I get giddy because now I want to make sure that everything is all right. I mean, I'm a girl, so I'm like, okay, the candles are lit, incense is on, the food is ready. Okay, great. He's coming home. I get excited. I look good. I smell good. Great. And when he comes through the door, I want to be the honey. I want to be the honey when he comes to the door. I want him to be so happy to see me that he's like, yes, my honey, I'm home. The reason why I tell you guys this story is because about, I don't know if it was like 12 years ago, I was living in a farm, okay? There's some YouTube videos out there too, somewhere, I don't know, but I was living on this farm. Farm, my son will be correcting me right now. Farm, Kai, farm, right? Farm or farm. I was living on this farm, and my neighbor was a gentleman, very sweet gentleman, but he would come home every day and sit in his car for about 30 minutes. I could have already started my meal for the day, and I look out of my front window and he's still in his car. He's decompressing. One day I asked him, I said, so what's the remedy? Is sitting in your car after you come home from work is the remedy? He said, it's the way I decompress. So his way of decompressing was decompressing in the car for about 30 minutes before he even went into his house, because that's a whole nother situation, okay? So the way I saw it, that was a good lesson for me too. Because the way I see things is that the world out there is going to give you so much stuff that coming home should be like biting into a honeycomb. It should be pure sweetness, right? For both the man and the woman. I don't want you to have to be dealing with all of that out there and then come home and here I am putting a whole nother thing on you. I want to be the sweetness. I want you to come home, pull into the garage, maybe I'll open the garage, who knows, but I want you to come home and be happy to come home, to put your bag down and to say, I am home, and allow that to be a good place for you. But there's some things that you have to put in place for that to happen, right? And that is that sweet disposition that home should be, because the world is out there is going to be, the world is not going to be honey, okay? It's going to be bitter, salty. I want to be the sweet. Now, is that living in a fantasy world because we can't always be sweet all the time? Yes. Okay, I'm not oblivious to that. But I want to create a space in a life where the place called home is an actual sanctuary. This is the hive, okay? Well, the hive and the comb are two separate things, right? Anyway, you understand what I'm saying. Or another antidote. If my sweetheart has been out of the country and he's been gone for some time, and let's say I'm picking him up from the airport and I get all giddy inside, that little, I don't know what that excitement is. I can't explain it, but if you guys know what that is, drop it down in the comments. You go to the airport and you can somehow, I don't know what this thing is, but I can see his figure out of all of the people in the airport, because for some reason, every mole, every mark, if I love you, I know every inch of your body, and I can pick you out in the crowd, okay? I can see the figure through all of the hustle and bustle. And that running up on you and putting my legs around your waist and you were like kissing on me, like I missed you so much. That to me is pouring honey on each other, you guys. Pour honey on me. Love me this way, right? It's not going to always be sweet, but I want to be your refuge. And I want you to be mine as well. So don't get it twisted, because I am a hopeless romantic, right? So you are so happy to see me that you're like, this is my girl, baby. I miss you so much. I can't wait. So happy to be home. That thought. And then when you guys get in the car and you're driving, you're not talking about how was the flight. It's silence. And everybody's okay with it, because maybe you're rubbing his hair. All right. Maybe he didn't have a haircut. Who knows? All right. Maybe he's bald. Who knows? Or maybe he's rubbing, I don't know what this is. But when you drive with your sweetheart, and he has one hand on the wheel and the other on your thigh. What is that, you guys? It drives me bananas. What is that? I call that pour honey on me. I love that. I don't care how mad you are. When you put that hand on my thigh, I know it's going to be okay. Coming home late. Me. I'm coming home late. That before I can even make it to the house, the garage door automatically opens. Okay? Maybe he saw my headlights, or maybe he felt me just like I felt him. And the garage door goes open. And he's there to make sure that I'm safe, that I make it in the house safely. There is nothing like your mate turning on a light for you so that you can get in the house safely, versus you come home, either he's at the game, or he's on a computer, or he's doing something, he's preoccupied. You come in, it's just like every other day. Hey, babe, hey, babe. Call me a hopeless romantic. But I appreciate the sacredness of understanding that this life is not promised to us. And so if I make it home to you and you make it home to me, that's a blessing. Because there's so many husbands not going home to their wives. There's so many boyfriends who never make it to say hello or I'm sorry about what I said yesterday, babe, to their sweethearts. Or there's so many women out there who didn't get a chance to say, I apologize, I didn't mean to say that the way I said it, to their boyfriends. But because we take life, we're so lackadaisical when it comes to life and living that we don't understand how privileged we are to have somebody in our life that we can share our light with, so that we can be the truth to and they can be the truth to us. Anyway, that went longer than I anticipated, because the real video was really good, and I wish I could get it back for you, but I can't. But I think this video sums it up. I want to be the light. I want you to be the light. And I think if we can rest in that, rest in being the light, rest in being excited when our lover comes home, rest in being excited that we get a chance to love on each other once again. Get excited about making love. Get excited about being together. Get excited about hiking together. You know, those things. Because we are fortunate to have people who love us. We are fortunate to have people who want to be in our space. Because when you I'm getting romantically, it's not a sadness, it's just a gratefulness for, if you're watching this video and you're not with a lover right now, and you don't have a sweetheart, you don't have a boyfriend, you don't have somebody in your life, this is the best time to create an idea for yourself about the kind of woman you want to be in love and romance and all that that entails. Time. Be empowered, be inspired, be well. I don't know. Sisters, if you're watching this, brothers, if you're watching this and your sweetheart is not home yet, how about you go in the kitchen and whip them up something real nice? And then when they come home, pour some honey on them. Pour some love on them. Be excited. It's a blessing and a gift. Until next time, guys. Bye.